Hello, Frank Turner.
How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm very hot.
It's very hot.
It's the first day of summer.
I was expecting it to rain as well.
Well, it was cold in Leeds yesterday.
Yeah.
And so everybody... well, I was going to say I dress for Leeds, but I don't really own any clothes other than black T-shirts and black jeans anyway,
Yeah.
given the kind of music I like. So I'm just going to suffer.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in
all of us.
shorts, conceptually.
No. Jeans.
Jeans, yeah,
Jeans.
just jeans.
Yeah, jeans.
Yeah, exactly. Black jeans.
It's
Like
the
an
way
idiot.
forward.
Exactly.
No matter what the weather. Last time we had a chat, 2000 Trees, a
Yes.
fair time ago now.
Yeah, right.
It's been quite busy and quiet.
It's
in the interim.
yeah, that's quite a good way of putting it, actually.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
Keeping busy.
I kept as busy as I could. I mean, it's funny, lots of people seem to think I was like super busy, and I was actually less busy than I usually am, but the thing is, usually my busyness is geographically focused.
Yeah.
I'll go and be busy at the people of Leeds for a day, and then the people of Manchester for another day, and it means that most people aren't subjected to me all the time. But if your only outlet is the internet, which is a theoretically universal channel,
Yep.
that means everybody sees it all the time. And I was like, oh my god, you're so busy. And it's like, well, I mean, I'm less busy than I usually am, but I also deal with boredom very badly, as my manager will attest, and I needed something to do. So I came up with various schemes.
Can you tell me many of them?
Yeah, I mean, there were a few. I learned how to be a record producer, built a studio,
Good.
Which was good. I built a guitar. It was rubbish. Not doing that again. And I did a whole fundraising thing for independent venues as well, which was cool and good to do. But
Yeah.
it was self-interested to the extent that it gave my week structure, playing every Thursday, and it went kind of mad. I was expecting to do about 3 of them.
Yeah.
I did 26. So you
Not
know,
many then.
Yeah. Well, it was cool. We raised. I say we. The people who donated raised an awful lot of money.
Yeah.
And there are definitely quite a few venues that are still in business now that might not otherwise have been,
Good.
and that's something to be proud of.
Absolutely. And since we've all been allowed to be able to leave the house,
Yes.
you've been gigging quite a bit since.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, here and there. I mean, it's kind of a weird time. Like, everybody's still kind of slightly about everything, but it's cool. I mean, today's glorious. Slam Dunk's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It feels quite sort of natural for me, if you know what I mean. It feels like I'm among friends, which is nice. Got big tour plans coming up for next year because I've got a new record coming out at the start of next year. So we're not going like hell for leather just now, because we will be.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When we announce the next tour, people are going to lose their fucking minds.
Good.
Because we're playing everywhere, and I'm not kidding.
People cannot wait.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll
sure.
be.
Yeah, absolutely. Touching on the new record.
Yes.
Where are you at? Is it done? Is it recorded?
It is getting mastered on Wednesday, so yes.
Good.
I have 1 day of mix tweaks left. It's. I'm really proud of it. It's been interesting. Like the whole creative process of lockdown. A lot of people are like, time to write with no distractions. And I was like, well, there's one distraction, which is the fucking global pandemic. But the effect it had for me mainly was it was like a thickening agent, a concentrating agent. I was always planning on doing a more kind of aggressive sounding record for my next record.
Yeah.
If there hadn't been a pandemic, that would have been 10% more aggressive. It's now 170% more aggressive. Not
So you're
every
going down
song.
the heavier.
Some of it is heavier than anything I've done in any musical projects I've ever been in. There's definitely bits of it that are going to shock and surprise some people, which I'm excited about. We're playing one of the heavier songs in the set today. We played it yesterday, and
How did it go down?
It's lovely watching the audience because just a lot of people standing there going, "What the fuck?" and that's quite pleasant. And then you finish and you go, "Good evening, I'm a folk singer," and they're like, "No, you're not." It's fun. I mean,
Start with that and then go straight into the heavy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this one's a ballad. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, and I can't wait for people to hear it. We will have singles that are coming out soon-ish, I suppose. I don't know.
So that's not down to you.
No, it's not really. I mean, I should be better prepared for these things. But there's new music coming soon.
Yeah, good. And not too long. You're going to venture over to the States.
Yeah, in like 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, I want to say, which is exciting and slightly nerve-wracking. You know, obviously, it's quite difficult to get into America right now. We've seemed to, I say we, my team has managed to figure that out for me, which is great. I'm very excited to go back. I love America deeply, and I've missed it enormously in the last 2 years. But it's a strange time over there, for sure. But the headliners, I'm excited to go back.
Good. And I mean, 2022. You mentioned you've got a nice big tour coming up.
Yes, starting in the UK and then hopefully going everywhere. But of course, that depends on many different things.
Yeah.
Keep them busy. Really.
Yeah. Is there anywhere that you haven't been to?
You know what? One of the worst parts of the last year and a half, and there were many, in a crowded field, I finally had my first tour of South America on the books.
Brilliant.
It's a place I've been trying to go for ages. It's quite Wild West out there in terms of promoters and stuff, but I finally found the right people. We had shows on sale, we were selling tickets, it was so excited about it, and it was in April 2020. So that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I was so gutted about that, because that's been the top of my bucket list since as long as I can remember. Hopefully we'll get that back on schedule again. It depends on international travel restrictions and But
as soon as you can.
As soon as I can, I'll be back out there.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, Frank, it's been great having a little catch-up.
It's lovely to see you. Hopefully it won't be so long.
I know. Next
Wicked.
year, fingers crossed. Thank you very much.